Yeah, YouTubers, Tazman here, bringing you another episode of Learn JavaScript with Foundry VTT. And this is going to be an episode where, yes, everything we've learned is going to apply to something in Foundry VTT, because we're going to use it to do some recon and check where data values are, how we can access them, and all that kind of fun stuff. So we're going to be using a little bit, not everything we've done, but we're going to be using a little bit. So as you can see, we're in version 10, 286. I'm not always going to mention that. I'm just going to hopefully start on this page so you can see it. But let's go ahead and go into our, actually I need to go here first. Create our template because we're going to make a new one, and we need our fundamentals. So applying our knowledge, I guess I already made it. I don't remember when I made that, but anyway, I guess I already made it. So let's copy our template and paste it in here like I showed. There we go, and we can close this. All right, so the first thing I wanted to talk about is kind of the file structure of Foundry, and I think I've kind of gone over this before. I'm going to hit save so that will close, but that's okay. But we're going to hit F12, and we're going to kind of talk about the structure as I understand it. I don't know if this is, the exact wording or the best way of saying it, but it makes sense. So we'll just go with that. So the first thing is we have various objects. So we have one called game, and the game, if we hit enter here, is basically everything, I believe, our scene here. It's all our different things here. So here we have our actors. So if we come down here and look at actors, you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, and you can see we have 5 of them here. Each one of these represents one of the actors. We have our canvas, which obviously is that. We have our combat tracker here. So right now we have nothing in the combat tracker, and so there won't be any information really in combat. You'll see here that it's pretty much all blank map of 0. We have our stuff like our items page here. I don't know if we have any items, but if we go here, nope, doesn't look like we have any items, so that's going to be 0. We have our journals, I believe, is in here. There's journals. So everything that is not necessarily the canvas itself. Now we actually have one called the canvas, and that is, there's kind of a shortcut to get to that one. We actually have a game object that we could call canvas that gives us all that information. But what I wanted to point out is, so if we come here and we add a character to the canvas, now if we go look at canvas, C-A-N-V-A-S, and hit enter twice there, we can see here now we have stuff related to the canvas. So if we come down to, I believe it's tokens down here, and then we need to go to, well, we're not selected, so we're not actually going to see. There's usually controlled right here, but right now it has 0 because we don't have anything controlled. If we control this token by selecting him, now if we refresh our canvas here, do CANVS, and we come into here and go down to control, did I go? So we're in canvas. Oh, I need to go to tokens first. Tokens. Was it up here? Why am I? Hold on. Canvas. I swear this stuff never does what I want it to. Oh, there's tokens right there. Okay, so there's tokens. And then if we come down to controlled, you'll now see we actually have an array of 1. And if we drill into this token, we will see that I think this guy's name is Acra or something. Yeah, Acra. And if we come down here, we can see under name, right there, this is accurate. So if I have more than one token selected, so let's go back up again. We're going to get really good at this part. Close that down. Let's close this one down too. I guess I just do that. Is easier. So now if we have, say, 2 tokens out here. Oops, that's another Acra. Oh, whoop, I grabbed too many. Never mind. So let's say we have 3 tokens out here and all of them are selected. So if you're guessing that now under controlled we'd have 3, you would be correct. So we could do CANVAS. And to kind of shortcut, because we know we want to go into tokens, I'm going to just go into tokens. And if I hit enter there, now you'll see that we're in the tokens section. And we can just come down to controlled right here. And now you can see we have 3. We could also go directly to our tokens, the controlled. So we could actually even come in here. Let's clear this. Do CANVAS dot TOTOKENS dot CONTROLLED like that. And now if we hit enter on that one, you'll see we're right down to our 3 tokens. Now, if you want to check if someone actually has a token selected, obviously you want to check if this array of tokens is actually at least 1. If it's 0, obviously no tokens are selected. If it's 3, then 3 tokens are selected. So what we can do is we can actually check to see if that's the case. So let's go ahead and start doing that. So what we're going to write here over the course of however long this takes, I don't know how long it's going to take, a couple episodes I imagine, is we're going to write ourselves a great recon type tool that will check various stats of tokens and stuff like that. So let's see. So the first thing we're going to want to do is check if there's at least 1 token. Now we do know that we have this nice value right here of length that keeps track of whether we have 0, 1, 2, or whatever. So length will be set to 0 when we don't have any tokens, 3 if we have 3 selected, 1 if we have 1 selected. So first thing we're going to want to do is actually check what if we have a token. So let's do this. So we're going to say if, and we're going to do CANVAS, we're going to do canvas TOKENS dot controlled CONTROLLED dot length, oops, LENGTTH, like so, and we're going to say equals 1. So we're going to check, and actually probably equals 1 because we want to make sure it is exact. So here we're checking if this is an array that has at least 1 token. In this case, we're checking if it has 1 token. But we also want to kind of get, if there is more than 1 token selected, then let's go ahead and also do that. Let's go ahead and get some information. We can't get quite as drilled down because we don't always know which token is going to be 0, 1, and 2 in this case. So Acra could be any of these 3. It's not necessarily ordered. So let's go ahead and also check if there is. So we're going to say ELSE. We're going to say else if. And we're going to say canvas dot TOKENS dot CONTROLLED dot length. And this time we're going to check if it is greater than or equal to 1. So actually we probably don't. No, it's never going to give us the 1. So we could just simply say greater than 1. And if that's the case, then it will say, okay, you've got more selected. Because if it's 1, it will always exit at this point. It's not going to go anywhere else. It's not going to continue with our checks. This is going to check if it's greater than 1. And then our final decision here is other words, if it's not 1 and it's not greater than 1, obviously nothing is selected. So we're going to do ELSE, and we're going to do, I'm not sure if I've shown this yet, but those little bars that pop up that tell that there's the blue, I believe the info bar, there's a warning bar, and then there's a error bar. The red, blue, and yellow, I believe those are the 3. It's warning, error, and info. So we're actually going to use that, and that's found in the UI. And then we're going to do notifications, notifications, notifications. And this is where I would choose, if I want the blue bar, I do info. If I want the red bar, I do error. And maybe we do want error, because it's showing you that, hey, this is important. And we're going to go ahead and just put in what our value is. So no token tokens are selected. All right, so right now we're saying that if no tokens are selected, we're going to throw up the little bar at the top that says no tokens selected. Now let's decide what we want to do if a token is selected. So if it's 1 selected, it's always going to be 0, because it's 0-base array. So we can be confident that the character that we want is actually that 0. So let's go ahead and we're going to set ourselves a kind of shortcut. We're going to assign a variable to our token. So let's do a const, C-O-N. We're going to do const, and let's just call it my token for now. T-O-K-E-N. Token. My token, and we're going to set it to our value. Now, we've learned in the past to access elements of an array, we actually use the square brackets with the element number. So here we know that we want one thing, it's always going to be 0. So we're going to go ahead and grab this guy, hit C, hit V, and we're going to do bracket 0 bracket. And this will create us a variable called my token, and it will point to the controlled token. So if we want now, we can actually go ahead and semicolon, oh, whoops, Control Z. I didn't know that was all selected at the moment. Let's go ahead and console log, CON_SOLE.log our information. So we can say, maybe just token. So we'll just do this, T-O-K-E-N, and maybe a colon and a space, and then a comma, and my T-O-K-E-N, like so. Now, the other thing is, if you have a token selected, there is a special thing where you can access your attributes and everything of that token. So that's in a different spot, and it's actually, if you have a token selected, you can go to T-O-K-E-N. So we go to token actor. I'm just double checking my notes, A-C-T-O-R, and then role data. So as you can see, it already has get role data there. Data, those are both like, oh, that has 3 L's. I'm not sure why it has 3 L's. We only want the 2 L's. Role data. So we just want this, right? And now if we hit enter on this, wait, did I type something wrong? Oh, token actor uncaught, undefined. Oh, actually, you know what? Get role data. Oh, it's because we have too many tokens. So hold on. Let's hit save real quick. And we'll, oh, we didn't have any tokens. Or did we? I don't know. So anyway, let's go back here. I sure do miss my sidebar macro thing. All right, so now if we do that, we should actually get role data for the one. Why is it not doing it? Token actor. token actor get role data. Maybe it doesn't want to show it there. Let's try this. Let's do a const const, and we'll do my data maybe. I wonder if this changed in 10. Maybe it's the LLL, the 3 L's. I don't know. I didn't actually check this part, which is kind of silly of me. So let's do token.actor.get roll.data and parentheses like that. And then we'll actually console log if that works properly. Control C and V. We'll just call it maybe token data. Or should it be rollable data? I'm just going to call it roll data. And this will be my data. I wonder if that's changed in version 10. I might have to look at that. So let's go ahead and execute this and see if we still get the error. So we have no space. So we do have our token selected. And hit F12. So main. All right, execute. Oh, we got to go up here. All right, so it did return. So that's good. It did return it. So if we come here and look at our roll data, I'm not sure why it didn't pull up before. But actually, let's hit close real quick. Let's hit this once. There we go. I wonder if it actually, we were in the errors. But right now we don't have, no, we weren't even doing it through that. All right, so now you can see we have our single token. We have our token data, which is our main token info. So everything relating to our token Z index. If we go look at name, we know that this is going to be Acra. You know, if he has a height right now, it shouldn't be. I guess that's the height of the table. Has sight? Yes, he does have sight. Is he in combat? No. Sight range 150. So we have all the information for that token now, and we've got it just saved under here under token. Under role data, we can actually see here's his abilities: strength, charisma, wisdom, all that fun stuff. If we go look at Dex, we can see he has no bonuses on checks and saves, so no proficiency bonus to those. I think he's a wizard, so he probably has it under intelligence. Is he a wizard? I don't know what he is. Maybe that's in here too. So anyway, we have all that ability stuff. We have our attributes for our AC. If we go look here, we can see armor class is 14, base is 14. There's no bonus. Calculation is default instead of like natural armor or something like that. Keeps information. Is there shield equipped? Equipped armor. All that fun stuff is in here. We have attunement if there's any attunement items. We have if they're making death saves. We have failures and successes. And if we change these values in here on the card, some things, I'm not going to say it's always going to work, but some things where it doesn't actually have to do it kind of in real time, it will be able to change the next time you load it. Real-time stuff, we haven't quite got into that yet. Here's bonuses, classes. Maybe this is what I wanted. He's a cleric. Okay. So as a cleric, where is there? Is it under abilities? Is it wisdom? No. All right, let's just go up the list and find it. Actually, none of these have any values in there. Huh. Or maybe I'm looking in the wrong spot. Proficient. Wisdom is proficient. Oh, there it is. Save proficiencies, actually. So yeah, anyway, you can go through here and look at all the different values that are associated. And all these things are rollable values, things that actually, you know, are a multiplier for our proficiency bonus and all that fun stuff. Our hit dice. No, that's not hit dice. I don't think it's hit dice. Not 1d4. Proficiency, all this fun stuff. You can go through and just kind of figure out, here's the spells that's on the character. You can go through and get more info on those and stuff. So let's go ahead. We're at 20 minutes. We're going to finish this part. We're also going to make it so if I have more than one character, I won't be able to get rolled data because that's focusing on this single token that you're selecting. So what we're going to do here is we're going to actually create a different one. We're going to do const. We're going to const, and we're going to do maybe my tokens. So what this is going to do when we're done is it'll list out basically the array of all those tokens that we saw. So we're not actually going to focus in on token 0. We're going to get all of them. So we just want this section right here, and we'll go ahead and hit V there, and we will go ahead and output that now. Let's just grab this guy, Control C and Control V, and we'll stick an S on there and an S on there. So now we have this little setup so that if we don't have anything selected, then it will, you know, tell us. So we're going to go ahead and save this so we can actually see it in action. So if we don't have anything selected, can we not run it? All right, here's what we're going to do. We're just going to drag it down here. So if we do that, no tokens are selected. If we have 3 tokens selected, let's go and clear it, run it again. Now you can see we actually have our little array of 3 tokens, and we can look at those data points that are in there. And if we have our single token, no matter who it is, let's go ahead and clear it. Excuse me. Now you can see we actually have our token, and we get our token roll data associated with it as well. So I think this is a good stopping point for this. That's a lot to chew on. Go ahead, feel free to, you know, as long as you're not changing these values, you're not going to screw up Foundry. This is all recon. We're not actually telling it to set new values. If you do want to set values, make sure you make a backup of the world or whatever in case you screw up, or the tokens or whatever, so that you can recover from it. For the most part, if you're messing with tokens, the worst you're going to do is corrupt this token. You just delete it, go grab a new one out of the compendium of the heroes, I think it was called, and you can go from there. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully that made sense to you. If not, feel free to comment, or if you want more immediate and rapid answers and stuff, you can always go join my Discord. The information should be in the video description. You can then have more or less a live chat with me, because the majority of the time I'm actively kind of monitoring Discord, and usually I would say maybe within a couple hours is the latest that it would be that I would be able to reply to you. But I'm happy if you have any points that you have, things that maybe I missed on this short little thing, you know, insights, whatever you want to call it, feel free to, you know, tell me those as well. I am not perfect at this stuff. I'm not a guru. I'm just sharing the knowledge I have with you to help you maybe get better. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed and learned something new. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Aside from that, comment, like, and subscribe. Click the notification bell. Follow me on Twitter. Check out my Discord, my other channels. All the information down in the video description. Tell other people about my channel. I'm check it out. If they like what they see, they can sub. And, that's it. So, yeah, I think that's it, my friends. Until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.